welcome back to another crazy episode of Surviving Diddy Glover. She told me it would happen when I was much older. Is this the end for Diddy Glover? Because he said, Mama told me one day it would happen, but she never told his ass when. And this what the nigga said. Sometimes I'm thinking up live, but say my Lino. Folks thinking I'ma die soon. Be sleeping. If they're sleeping, I be sleeping in my room, knowing that it could happen. But it's time to make, but the future is untold. Yes, the future was untold, Diddy Glover. Well, what do you think I want to lie cold? Some close to the head. First both brothers throw to the bed. Tense match with a stress, leaving all blessed through my stress. It all came down to a test. A motherfucker want to put press through my chest. You shit, but still we can't ride with the program. Salute to Miss Red in the building. D. Dot. We are surviving Diddy Glover. Oh, he said Mama told him it was gonna happen, but his mom didn't tell him when. Pure survival. She never told this man when. And he was asking himself all the way back there in the 90s, is this the end? You know what, Diddy Glover? Back when you made that song, salute the big Onk 49 in the building, pure survival. You know what I mean? Jacqueline, you know what I mean? DL, Lisa Coleman, Kathy, you know what I mean? Wallace, 704 Thomas. Listen, y'all got to get them likes up. This is crazy, man. Like, is this the end for Diddy Glover? We already knew that the time was coming. Them handcuffs is near. Diddy Glover done showed up in Harlem with a elderly goon, pure survival, with an elderly goon looking for Gene Deal and his kneecaps. You know what I mean? And now the judge just granted Diddy Glover's freak-off victim, the male freak-off victim, $100 million. This is pure survival. They is breaking Diddy down. Like, they breaking that man down. It's hammer time. I'm talking about you going to see Diddy running around talking about too legit to quit. Hey, too legit to quit. Hey. I'm talking about it's hammer time. Salute to the lounge in the building. We are surviving Diddy Glover having to pay $100 million. It is officially hammer time. People been asking me like, Jamil, is Diddy broke? I'm like, fuck no, that man ain't broke. Pure survival. Diddy is far from broke. But $100 million judgment, and they just gave it to this man. So this is how you know they trying to break the crap out of Diddy Glover, pure survival. Gene Deal and his kneecap said that he think Little Rodney already got his money already. Now this man got $100 million. Diddy must have really clapped his cheeks good. There's some, where the guys at in this motherfucker? How many dudes in here would have let Diddy clap his cheeks? Would have let Diddy clap their cheeks for that $100 million? Pure survival. Look at his face. He already in prison getting his cheeks clapped right now. This man got granted $100 million in prison. Do you know what his commissary gonna look like? Pure survival. Every man in jail gonna be trying to wife him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take him personal now. They ain't just going to clap his cheeks and send him on his way. They're going to want to wife this motherfucker. $100 million. I know Diddy somewhere punching the air like motherfucking Ricky. What is that? What's that boy name? Cuba Gooding and Boys in the Hood. This is crazy, man. Get them likes up. Diddy just lost $100 million. And people are saying all because he didn't show up to court. So they automatically granted the $100 million to him. But I think that this was a play, because there ain't no fucking way. I've never seen somebody beat no shit like that in jail. 100 million, not 100,000, but 100 million this man was granted. And he said Diddy did all kinds of shit. He woke up, dinglings all in his hair, in his mouth, sperm all in his hair, pure survival. So they must have ran a whole super train on this man. This is crazy, guys. Get them likes up.
Huge win for a Michigan inmate in his legal battle against disgraced hip-hop producer and rapper Sean Diddy Combs.
Everything that you're looking at, they're all tied in together. Every part, as crazy as this seems, as outrageous as it seems, it all ties in. Every bit of it.
The inmate was awarded a multi-million-dollar default judgment against Combs to the tune of $100 million. So how does an incarcerated person win that amount of money? Let's go back to the beginning.
Do y'all hear that? How does a inmate, you heard what the lady just said, win that amount of money? This has to be the feds. This has to be a whole play. Ain't no motherfucking way they gave this man the money. This the same man that said that Diddy Glover messed up his name for as a drug dealer, that he couldn't sell drugs no more because Diddy put a bad reputation on him. Pure survival. Not only did he clap his cheeks, but he messed up his drug organization. So you give him $100 million to sell drugs? I'm telling you, this has to be all a part of the Fed's plan. Cause this is crazy. This man lost 100 million. Cassie didn't even get 100 million. How does his butt cheeks qualify for 500,000 when Cassie was supposed to? 100 million when Cassie only got 30 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is crazy.
Everything that you're looking at, they're all tied in together. Every part, as crazy as it seems, as outrageous as it seems, it all ties in. Every bit of it.
The inmate was awarded a multi-million-dollar default judgment against Combs to the tune of $100 million. So how does an incarcerated person win that amount of money? Let's go back to the beginning. In previous court filings, Derek Lee Cardello Smith, an inmate at Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility who is serving multiple life sentences, accused the disgraced mogul of drugging and raping him at a party in 1997.
So this man said that Diddy Glover drugged him and stole his virginity in 1997. Pure survival. I believe the man, but I also believe that this was consensual. I don't think that Diddy Glover broke this man. Well, Diddy might have been his first pure survival. But my whole thing is, I think that this shit was consensual. Him and Diddy Glover had a relationship. They had a love affair. But for him to be able to get $70 million after getting his cheeks clapped in 97, this is yes, in 1997, TL. In 97, he clapped his cheeks in 97. The man said that Diddy Glover took it. I think that man knew what he was getting himself into, and he just getting paid for it now.
To the tune of $100 million. So how does an incarcerated person win that amount of money? Let's go back to the beginning. In previous court filings, Derek Lee Cardello Smith, an inmate at Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility who is serving multiple life sentences, accused the disgraced mogul of drugging and raping him at a party in 1997. Cardello Smith says in 97 he was a bartender at a Detroit area restaurant when he met Diddy and was invited to a gathering at the Holiday Inn where Combs would be partying.
See, now listen, he's saying that he was a bartender, pure survival. Diddy Glover showed up, you know what I mean, and ordered a drink with his tongue out like this. Why would you leave with Diddy Glover with his tongue out looking like that? Talking about, oh, daddy, pour me another drink. Oh, I like that, daddy. How you behind the bar scrambling and scraping for shit. Oh, I like that, daddy. If this man was licking his tongue out like this, inviting me to a party, ain't no motherfucking way I was going to go. Ain't no way. You saw his tongue out, sir. I cannot feel bad for you, Diddy approaching you like this, and you left off with him and you didn't know what was going on. That's just like a female that leave a club with a man. You know what you about to get yourself into, pure survival. You about to go get your cheeks clapped. So Diddy Glover, that man knew that Diddy Glover was going to clap his cheeks. That's my opinion. Then he got a life sentence. Did y'all hear that shit? The dude that just got the $100 million, he has like 2 or 3 life sentences right now. Pure survival. So the feds, in my opinion, is trying to break Diddy down to his knees. That dude can't spend that money like comfortably and da 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 da. You award this man 100 million out of all of the victims that's on the street. He's gonna have a boyfriend for the rest of his life. Pure survival. But what about the people that ain't messing with men and getting their cheeks clapped? That Diddy done sat there and took advantage of. That ain't getting a dime. You give a man with a life sentence 100 million. This shit is creepy, y'all. Pure survival.
To the tune of $100 million. So, how does an incarcerated person win that amount of money? Let's go back to the beginning. In previous court filings, Derek Lee Cardello Smith, an inmate at Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility who is serving multiple life sentences, accused the disgraced mogul of drugging and raping him at a party in 1997. Cardello Smith says in 97 he was a bartender at a Detroit area restaurant when he met Diddy and was invited to a gathering at the Holiday Inn where Combs would be partying. He alleges that he participated in group sex with several women and Diddy, but when Diddy showed interest in him, he got up and sat on the couch.
Now tell me that makes sense. Now are y'all listening? I knew what I was talking about. This man said that he and Diddy, pure survival, they were having group sex with other women, and then Diddy Glover started to take his face and make it like that, pure survival, and was staring at him. He was more interested in him than the girls. But why would you party some females with Diddy Glover? So you must have been down with the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Diddy had a face like this and his tongue out, pure survival. You put yourself in that situation, sir. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking up for Diddy Glover, but I don't feel like this man is a victim. This man got 100 million motherfucking dollars, whether he get to spend it or not. That shit should have went to Cassie. That shit should have went to all these other, the chef, people that done got beat up, all that kind of shit. You give it to a man with life in prison, pure survival?
Previous court filings, Derek Lee Cardello Smith, an inmate at Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility who is serving multiple life sentences, accused the disgraced mogul of drugging and raping him at a party in 1997. Cardello Smith says in 97 he was a bartender at a Detroit area restaurant when he met Diddy and was invited to a gathering at the Holiday Inn where Combs would be partying. He alleges that he participated in group sex with several women and Diddy, but when Diddy showed interest in him, he got up and sat on the couch. According to the complaint, when Cardello Smith went to get another drink, Combs handed him a drink, thought to be a glass of Jim Beam. But when he sat down in the other room and drank more, he began to get drowsy and started to pass out.
So now you saying that Diddy Glover, you were having a freak off with a couple women and Diddy Glover with his mouth wide open like that, pure survival. You was having a freak off with Diddy Glover with his mouth wide open. You know what I'm saying? And soon as Diddy was showing more interest in you than the women, you went and sat down, sir. Pure survival. They never said that you went and put your clothes on, you put your socks on and nothing. So you sat down buck ass naked and not think that Diddy Glover still didn't see you in the room sitting down buck ass naked? Then he offered you a drink. Then he offered you a drink like T-Pain, pure survival. He said, "Can I buy you a drink? Matter of fact, look, I got money in the bank." And you took that damn drink, sitting on that couch naked, and you was with the shit. I cannot feel like this man was a victim. I just can't. You know what I mean? Y'all got to get them lights up. We are surviving Diddy Glover with his mouth wide open.
And where Combs would be partying. He alleges that he participated in group sex with several women and Diddy, but when Diddy showed interest in him, he got up and sat on the couch. According to the complaint, when Cardello Smith went to get another drink, Combs handed him a drink, thought to be a glass of Jim Beam. But when he sat down in the other room and drank more, he began to get drowsy and started to pass out. Combs allegedly said to him, "I added a little something to it for you," and then Cardello Smith passed out. He claims when he woke up, Combs told him he had penetrated him while he was unconscious. Cardello Smith says he ran into the bathroom and checked himself, noticing he was bleeding and in pain.
Wow. So he's saying that Diddy Glover told him, "Listen, I put a little something in your drink, pure survival. You know what I mean? And I clapped your cheeks, and you enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Look at this motherfucker. Look. He enjoyed getting his cheeks clapped, and then he looked in the bathroom and found blood pouring out of his rear rim. Pure survival. I think that this man knew what was going on. That's the last time I rewinded. I wanted to make sure that y'all heard the story clearly, that he ran from Diddy. It was two females. They was partying the girls. Diddy was more interested in him than the girls. So he went and sat on the couch, buck ass naked, pure survival, and then took a drink that Diddy offered him. And Diddy said, "Here, take that, take that. I put a little something in it." Why would he drink the motherfucker? You know what I mean? If he was afraid of Diddy and Diddy sticking his tongue out like that and left the bar with the man. left the bar that you was working at, sir. You know what I mean? Be honest with yourself. You saw Diddy Glover's tongue and you wanted to go and tongue kiss with that man. Pure survival.
Smith, an inmate at Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility who is serving multiple life sentences, accused the disgraced mogul of drugging and raping him at a party in 1997. Cardello Smith says in 97 he was a bartender at a Detroit area restaurant when he met Diddy and was invited to a gathering at the Holiday Inn where Combs would be partying. He alleges that he participated in group sex with several women and Diddy, but when Diddy showed interest in him, he got up and sat on the couch. According to the complaint, when Cardello Smith went to get another drink, Combs handed him a drink, thought to be a glass of Jim Beam. But when he sat down in the other room and drank more, he began to get drowsy and started to pass out. Combs allegedly said to him, "I added a little something to it for you," and then Cardello Smith passed out. He claims when he woke up, Combs told him he had penetrated him while he was unconscious. Cardello Smith says he ran into the bathroom.
Now look, if you don't go that way, let's say, like I said, shout out to the LBG community, Pure Survival. We love everybody over here. We're not against, we're just against people taking advantage of people over here. Whether you straight, gay, whatever, I don't feel like it's right to force yourself on anyone. But did y'all just hear what they just said? How if you a straight dude and a man tell you when you get up from being unconscious that I penetrated you, you not gonna swing on that man and try to take his head off, pure survival, after he tell you to your face, look, last night I bust your ass. Excuse me, y'all. That's why I don't believe it. How did Diddy tell you to your face that he hit that? You know what I'm saying? How did Diddy Glover turn into Ray J and look at you and said, I hit it, I hit it, I hit it first, and you ain't do nothing about it? This is pure survival, sir. How the fuck did Diddy tell you he clapped your cheeks and you ran? Like, no, that don't make sense.
Met an inmate at Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility who is serving multiple life sentences, accused the disgraced mogul of drugging and raping him at a party in 1997. Cardello Smith says in 97 he was a bartender at a Detroit area restaurant when he met Diddy and was invited to a gathering at the Holiday Inn where Combs would be partying. He alleges that he participated in group sex with several women and Diddy, but when Diddy showed interest in him, he got up and sat on the couch. According to the complaint, when Cardello Smith went to get another drink, Combs handed him a drink, thought to be a glass of Jim Beam. But when he sat down in the other room and drank more, he began to get drowsy and started to pass out. Combs allegedly said to him, "I added a little something to it for you," and then Cardello Smith passed out. He claims when he woke up, Combs told him he had penetrated him while he was unconscious. Cardello Smith says he ran into the bathroom and checked himself, noticing he was bleeding and in pain, and left the hotel and never went back. Cardello Smith claims he filed a police report, then he shut down and knew he was never going to be able to tell anyone about what happened.
So he ran in the bathroom after this grown ass man just told him, I smacked that, haul on the floor, smack that, give me some more, clap that, till you get sore, clap that, whoa. Yo, how the hell you gonna run in the bathroom to check your butt when the man told you he hit you in the case? You was supposed to knock his head off right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that shit is weird as fuck.
Cardello Smith passed out. He claims when he woke up, Combs told him he had penetrated him while he was unconscious. Cardello Smith says he ran into the bathroom and checked himself, noticing he was bleeding and in pain, and left the hotel and never went back. Cardello Smith claims he filed a police report, then he shut down and knew he was never going to be able to tell anyone about what happened. In his complaint, Cardello Smith alleges Combs paid off Detroit and Monroe police officers to keep the police report hidden for many decades. In August of 2024, Cardello Smith made a stunning claim that Diddy came to the Michigan prison in person to offer him more than $2 million, essentially to keep him quiet and dismiss the lawsuit.
Now, I did hear that. Now, Carnello, Pure Survival, a.k.a. got his cheeks clapped by Diddy Glover. Now, this is why they saying that this man won the lawsuit. Diddy actually went to visit him in prison. And I seen somebody reacting to this. They was like, I've never been in jail before. I don't know how that works. If you go visit somebody in a jail, you have to show identification. Like going to go see somebody in prison is like getting on a damn flight. You know how you go to the motherfucking airport, pure survival, and you got to go through all kinds of shit, drop out, get rid of your half done motherfucking bath and body lotion. No, put that lotion away. Like when you go into a prison, it's very secure during survival. It's very secure. You know what I'm saying? So when Diddy came to that jail with his lips poked out like that, you know what I'm saying? And he had to give up his ID. He has to, to go to a jail, you got to show a bunch of shit to get inside of a prison. You know what I mean? Metal detectors, everything. So they know Diddy actually did go visit this man. You know what I mean? Now, as far as I think it was consensual sex for sure, but he did go visit the man and try to get him not to go through with this lawsuit. Now, that part, they got Diddy's name on the visiting list, pure survival. And you can't fake no shit like that.
Cardello Smith alleges Combs paid off Detroit and Monroe police officers to keep the police report hidden for many decades. In August of 2024, Cardello Smith made a stunning claim that Diddy came to the Michigan prison in person to offer him more than $2 million, essentially to keep him quiet and dismiss the lawsuit. On August 7th, while appearing virtually in front of a judge and while representing himself in the matter, the Michigan inmate filed a motion for a temporary restraining order against the disgraced producer.
This is in the matter of Derek Lee Cardello Smith, MDOC number 267009 versus Sean Combs, Sean Puff Daddy Combs, also known as Sean P. Diddy, also known as Diddy, Bad Boy Records, label owner, founder, also known as Puff P. Daddy, Bad Boy, Diddy Run the City, Sean.
God damn, how many motherfucking freak off names do Diddy Glover got? Pure survival. Did y'all hear how many motherfucking Diddy Glover freak off names that she just said? That motherfucking Diddy Combs, Diddy Freaky, Diddy Do It, motherfucking Diddy Glover, No Diddy. Like, he got so many goddamn names. What Gene Deal call him? Puff. Puff. Gene Deal and his kneecap say Puff. Puff. Yo, this shit is crazy as hell. Diddy is like, it's over for him. Like, the whole career, anything with you, man, is finished. Like,
267009 versus Sean Combs, Sean Puff Daddy Combs, also known as Sean P. Diddy, also known as Diddy, Bad Boy Records, label owner, founder, also known as Puff P. Daddy, Bad Boy, Diddy Run the City, Sean Combs, also known as Sean Puffy Combs. And this is file number 24-7362NO. We'll go to paperwork here real quick out of this other paperwork. We do have Mr. Cardello Smith appearing from the Michigan Department of Corrections. So I do see that we do have a proof of service on Mr. Combs, but for purposes of this hearing, you filed a motion for a temporary restraining order and or a preliminary injunction to stop all sales of the property and asset.
And the man got a restraining order back in August on Diddy Glover, pure survival, when you should have got a restraining order after the man clapped your cheeks. You said that he stole and took your virginity, pure survival. He took your virginity and you didn't get a restraining order then. You got a restraining order when you serving life in prison right now. You know what I'm saying? Are you getting a restraining order because you know Diddy on his way in there with you? Or are you getting a restraining order because you think Diddy Glover is going to pay somebody to do something to you? That's my whole thing. This man done got rewarded $100 million. He probably can't even believe this shit. Pure survival. He like, damn, I know we had a love affair and I'm just bitter. I got life in jail. Let me go and just file a lawsuit on this nigga. But I don't think he thought that he was going to actually win. That's a pure survival. Motherfucking judge, you get the order come in and they say, yo, you was granted $100 million. What? Oh my God, oh man, I don't even know what the fuck. But I'd rather be broke free than with $100 million in prison any motherfucking day. Pure survival.
Attached to or involved with said property based on the interest of plaintiff and plaintiff's connections to defendant's sexual assault of plaintiff Derek Lee Cardello Smith, requiring a preliminary injunction and or a temporary restraining order. We did set that for hearing today, and luckily the Brooks Correctional Facility was able to make you available. Actually, they had to drive someone up today on another case. So, sir, I have received your motion and a proposed order. Do you wish to argue the motion today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed then.
Okay, the purpose of it is based on two actions taken by Mr. Combs himself, directly with me here. We did a live one-on-one visit in our prison visit.
Wow, this shit is crazy. This is crazy as hell, man. Like this whole Diddy saga, this shit been going on since last year. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually tired of trolling in the motherfucker. Pure survival and reporting on them. Like just you might as well just lock him up already. Like they gonna lock him up broke with no money on his books. They cleaning him out. That's what they doing. This is a whole clean out. I'm sorry, Diddy Glover. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight, nigga, they cleaning out your closet.
Live one-on-one visit in our prison visiting room. There's two meetings within the past 2 weeks with Mr. Combs on one meeting, and then a financial advisor on the other meeting on Mr. Combs' behalf. And he stated that he would make me an offer to end the case and what happened to me because of other things that he stated he has going on in his life that require his money right now, and he wants to sell everything off.
Wow, so he was saying that Diddy Glover came to him and offered him money and said, drop this fucking case, nigga. I got other shit going on. I'm selling houses and shit, pure survival. Drop this goddamn lawsuit and I'll give you 2-point-something million. This man held out and ended up winning 100 million. Damn, you can't knock him.
Sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed then.
Okay, the purpose of it is based on two actions taken by Mr. Combs himself, directly with me here. We did a live one-on-one visit in our prison visiting room. There's two meetings within the past 2 weeks with Mr. Combs on one meeting, and then a financial advisor on the other meeting on Mr. Combs' behalf. And he stated that he would make me an offer to end the case and what happened to me because of other things that he stated he has going on in his life that require his money right now, and he wants to sell everything off. And he made me a financial offer of $2.3 million to allow what happened to me to go away. And he stated that he's going to be selling his property, and under the 2005 California Civil Code 2881-2885, the creation of liens, which allows out-of-state justices and orders to cause a stop of any title transfer, property transfers in Los Angeles or any other place that he has property.
And some people would have took the 2-point-something million. Let's be honest. How many of y'all would have sat there and waited? Let's just say if Diddy took advantage of you, pure survival, and you filing the lawsuit and he come to visit you, look, I'm sorry, and I got $2.3 million here. Take that. I'm so sorry, take that. Would you have took that, or would you have waited like this dude did and won $100 million on accident? Because I do not believe that this man knew that shit was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would have took that first 2.3 million? You know what I mean? A lot of you motherfuckers would have took that first money. Like, all right, he already took advantage of me already. I can't get, you know what I mean? I can't take it back. I take it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look, we being honest. If Diddy already took your virginity, you can't take it back already. The man clapped your cheeks in 97. He clapped your cheeks in 97. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a couple decades ago. This man's rear rim probably healed by, well, no, he in jail doing this thing, pure survival. But my whole thing is, a lot of people would have took that deal. Diddy came there and said, look, don't say nothing. Here, take this 2-point-something. Look, no, he didn't clap nothing. Yeah, he clapped it because he might still not get the money. I think Diddy going to fight the joint. You know what I mean? I think it should be a way because they granted it to him because Diddy didn't show up to the court thing. But all this shit Diddy got going on right now, he probably was at court at a whole nother courthouse. So they'll probably be able to beat this. I don't even think that he's going to end with this 100 million, but he was awarded the judgment. So I don't know how that's going to go or not. Pure survival. He got a three life sentences. Who is going to spend all this motherfucking money? That shit's going to the feds.
That require his money right now, and he wants to sell everything off. And he made me a financial offer of $2.3 million to allow what happened to me to go away. And he stated that he's going to be selling his property. And under the 2005 California Civil Code 2881-2885, the creation of liens, which allows out-of-state justices and orders to cause a stop of any title transfer, property transfers in Los Angeles or any other place that he has property. He stated that he wouldn't be able to proceed with that sale. And he did it the day after I served him the suit. And he also said that he won't be filing an answer to the complaint. He said you can find me in default or whatever. He has a better chance with default than he would with having a restraining order stopped. And I said, so you want to hide your money and stop from being quite possibly paid to me if I'm given the benefit of a judgment in my favor for what you've done to me. And
Man, the man is hurt, Diddy Glover. Give him some money. I don't know about no 100 million. I think he sound like he's more upset that Diddy Glover broke up with him during survival. This might be one of them exes that Diddy had that just can't accept that he moved on to other cheeks to clap, pure survival. And he's in jail. You know, Diddy ain't been writing him. He came and seen him once or twice. Brought, you know what I mean, wrote him a couple love letters. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this seemed like. I'm not even gonna let this shit drag out. Diddy Glover is ordered to pay $100 million for banging this man's back out during survival. Smash that like button, share this video as the Diddy Glover saga continues. Pure survival.